So this is Assemblyman Steve Knight. I'm here at Ken Mann's fundraiser for his re-election to the Lancaster City Council. I am 100% behind Ken. I think that he's done a phenomenal job. He's a local businessman, and we should support Ken, and he should be re-elected because Lancaster's going in the right direction.
Welcome, and thank you for joining us here at the campaign reception. Councilman Ken Mann is running for re-election coming up here in April, and we are just glad to be here and be joined by the candidate himself, share a little bit of his thoughts about the campaign and some of the things that are important as he goes through this re-election cycle. Ken, great to see you.
Well, one of the things I'm really proud about is what took place downtown. The complete revitalization and changeover. You know, if we go back, actually that started about 7-8 years ago when went to Planners Institute with Ron Smith, and we actually saw a presentation on revitalization of downtowns. And who would think that from an idea, you know, a thought, and what could be far as possibilities, and then it comes to fruition, and then here we are, and the downtown is beautiful. So from a standpoint of the, you know, if somebody said, Ken, you know, in your 4 years, you know, what are you the proudest about? I think it's really about the downtown, and we've come full term. You know, when I grew up in Lancaster, we had a bowling alley. We have a bowling alley. We had a theater. Now we have a theater. And it used to be the destination point. And I think that really some of the events that we've had this last couple of the months towards the end of 2011 really tells about that Lancaster downtown's a destination point. The boulevard truly is the place to be, whether it's at Christmas time or Halloween. So that's one of the proudest moments that I have, is to see how that's evolved and changed. The other things, you know, I stood on crime. That was one of my pillars of my platform originally, was to reduce crime. We're down 42%. I still think we got a lot of work to do. It's not at all like, Lancaster's not at all like it was when I was growing up. And I think that's so critical for us to where people feel safe and want to be a part of this, of the community of Lancaster. The second thing was Section 8 reform. You know, trying to get rid of the fraud that's taken place in Section 8. That was a real concern of mine. It destroys neighborhoods. If you talk to the people that really have a sense of neighborhood and community, that's one of their biggest pet peeves is, you know, what happens when people move into the neighborhood and their intention is not to be part of it, but to actually do the things that are illegal and irresponsible. The third one was water, and it was less than probably 6 to 8 months when I came on that we were able to get some reforms with water, and I think that's helped us, you know, in the future. So obviously if the housing industry picks back up, I think we'll be braced in a much better place as far as water goes. Now, looking to the future, I think things have changed. Now I think jobs is right up there with crime. I think we need to turn our focus to trying to figure out whatever we can do to bring jobs to Lancaster and the Antelope Valley. I think that's very key. Section 8 hasn't moved off the radar. We're steadfast. I think the council as a whole, the 5 members that make up the council, everybody's aligned when it comes to crime, jobs, and Section 8 reform. And I clearly think that that's going to be the 3 key items over the next 4 years. So I think we're going to have some challenges. I don't think it's going to be easy. But I'm optimistic, and I really think that with all 5 of us focused on those key items, I really think we're going to be able to make a difference. Really do.
That's very good. And in terms of moving forward. Obviously, that takes a team, and I know that you and Councilwoman Sandra Johnson and Mayor Paris are working together, not only on the council, but working together to ensure that that team stays together. Working along with Vice Mayor Ron Smith and Councilman Christ. Want to remind everybody that the election is coming up on April 10th, and if you're happy and excited about the future based on what's happened over the last couple of years, you want to keep that team together, and so we want to encourage everybody to get out there and vote for obviously Councilman Mann as well as Councilwoman Johnson and Mayor Paris.
Mayor Paris.
So, very cool.
All right, thank you.
Ken Mann is one of the city's greatest assets. Ken Mann is one of our players that brings everything together. He's a liaison with the business community, and I would endorse Ken Mann wholeheartedly. He made us proud at the forum with the Chamber of Commerce. He brought forth our ideas. He let everybody know that the city of Lancaster is on the map, and we're very proud of Ken Mann.